Yes, I've decided to again take this few minutes before 12 o'clock, before noon, so I could see how everything can hear me, can see me. Don Pepas is over there. We started over here. And since I've decided to switch back to my old iPad, that's why I was thinking like if it's going to work or not. And let's see whether it works. What do I have here? I have my subscriptions and I am live. That's so cool. And right now I'm all by myself. So Don Pepas and I are going to hang out here and wait until someone is going to join us. And so and we'll just hang out here. And if you're here, just don't forget to like the stream. Let me put my own like. And Don Pepas is here. I'm going to be here as well. So in the very corner over there, and you can see Don Pepas. You can see me. Okay, so here we are, just getting ready for our stream. It's Sunday, the 21st of December. It's the last Sunday before Christmas, and it's we have one more Sunday in this year, and year will be gone. The year will be gone. And as I wrote in my description, yes, we grew 1 year older, hopefully wiser. And yes, that's how it is. The 2025, we kissing it goodbye, and 2026 is right here, and it's going to be upon us very, very soon. Don Pepas is sleeping, and if you can see, as you can see, my Christmas tree never made inside. It's still outside, and it's going to be there for the rest of the season. I am without Christmas trees this year in the house, and I just don't feel any strength to put up a tree, even if it's an artificial tree, even if it's this little tree, because it does require effort. And lately, I don't know, I'm running on empty. I am literally, the last couple of weeks at work, we were very exhausting, and I just don't have any strength left in myself to deal with the Christmas ornaments, putting them up and then getting them down. Actually, I think that most of the people, it's so exciting to put up the tree and decorate and trim everything and get out your old ornaments and then buy some new, and the festive holiday and all the festivities, and the tree is so cool. And then the time inevitably it comes where you have to pack everything up, and the new year begins and then unwraps, and here we are just working again, and the new year and the same routine, and we're going into another year. Oh my God, I'm putting myself into such a wonderful mood before our Christmas stream. Okay, what time is it now? Now it's noon, and my phone shows me that we have three people. One of them is myself on another um, account. Don Pepas, myself, and YouTube. So the three of us. Here we go. The three of us. I'm going to wait a little bit longer until everyone comes, and I'm welcoming you all. It's 12 o'clock noon, 12:02 in Pacific Coast, and the 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And I hope that you actually took care of all your stuff and you getting ready to the end of your weekend. And I have Linda here. Hello, Linda. Thank you so much for making it into the stream right on time. And we have kind of, I don't know, they keep promising us rain, but I've never seen a raindrop yet. And what about the weather in Southern California, Linda? Do you have rain? Because they say it's going to start raining for the rest of the week. We're going to have a rainy week. And now the beginning of the rain keeps delayed. And I mean, first the forecast was saying it will start raining on Sunday, then it will start raining on Monday. And now I look into my phone and it says it's going to start raining on Tuesday. So I hope that eventually it will start rain. I invited the window cleaner on Tuesday and he said, sure, I'll clean your windows if the weather is good. If it's raining, then of course there is no point of cleaning cleaning windows. Okay. So Don Pepas, hello everyone. Those who is joining right now, I'm starting again. So hello everyone. It's Lilian and Don Pepas. Don Pepas is turning his nice the nicest part of the cat's body, and we all know that the cats, that's how they are. They don't care that the stream is on, and they say, hey, I planned, it's my actually nap time, and that's why I am not sacrificing this nap time for nothing at all. So please just don't bother me. I'm right here sleeping, and doesn't matter how many people we have here. And Linda is saying it's supposed to start on Tuesday and continue to Saturday. Yeah, we have pretty much the same uh, forecast. And let's hope, actually, we do need rain every year when the season starts. And we are hoping that the rain will start. Anyway, so I'm going to move where I originally planned to have my stream. And so going to be my place. And okay, so now since I moved to the place where I'm going to have my stream today, from what place, and I will be reading the comments, and then I think it's a little bit low. Maybe I should move a little bit higher. Something like that. This is probably much better. Yeah. Okay. So here I am. Hello, everyone. And I still have Linda only. And but still, I'm welcoming you all to the stream. And this is the lovely season. I really love this season because it's no matter how old you are, you are, no matter how what your beliefs are, no matter what's going on in the world. This particular time of the year, where the change of the year, and I know it's Christian, of course, Christian traditions, change of the year, and some traditions have different calendars and everything. But since I grew up in this type of tradition, and it was winter time and snowing and dark at night, and you always believe in some miracles, that something might happen, that something might just happen. And no matter how old you are, no matter what's going on in your life, you welcome this wonderful spirit of the season, and you wish for the best or for some miracles. And yeah, foggy mornings. Linda says that we have been having foggy mornings. We also have foggy mornings. That's why I have lights everywhere on, because it was quite dark this morning, and now it's still noon, but the sun is trying to pick up. But since I'm about 10 miles inland, but if you go to the ocean, you will have some foggy and darker skies. So yes, the season is wonderful, and I love it, though I don't have Christmas tree to lean on when I normally host my stream around this time of the year. Can you believe it? It's my, I believe it's my fifth or fourth Christmas, fifth Christmas on this channel. And I want to talk about my channel a little bit. So I was almost about to ready to not give up, but kind of abandon it, or just maybe placing some short here and there. And especially when my health went hayways and I didn't know what to do. And so yeah, I was getting ready, didn't know what to do, but this is kind of my vessel still to communicate with more people, because I have more subscribers on this channel. I have so many friends on this channel, and that's why I was thinking, okay, so maybe literally I should start the new channel. And the new channel will probably start with my Soviet life video about myself and everything, how what's going on in my life, and then it could have some historic videos, whatever I was doing lately on this channel when we parted with Messy's content. And everyone was advising just to abandon this channel, because YouTube already knows what's this channel is all about, and doesn't pick and doesn't show it to any new audiences. So I was toying with it, but it's like your baby, because this channel, I poured so much love and labor into this channel that I kind of really felt sorry. And besides, I keep running into the videos that I created at the beginning, the first and second and the third year of the existence of the channel, and I'm rewatching them and I like them. It's like, wow, they're not bad. They're really not bad. And that's why, and then it occurred to me that I can promote them, and promoting them, I never paid attention to whatever that YouTube was saying. You can promote your videos, and you go into the promotion tab, and it shows default $200. And I'm like, no, it's way too expensive for one video, $200. And I only recently I learned that $200 you can change to anything you want: $1, $2, $3, $10, 50, whatever your budget at this particular point uh, you deem necessary. And I was thinking, okay, why not? Let me start promoting my channel, my shorts and my long format. And I started doing that. And guess what? Like I believe a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, I posted the I posted the post on my board, on my message board, saying, "Hey, we finally got to 5,000 subscribers." And I I used to I used the word, and unbeknown to me how and when and all of a sudden, but I came up with this 5,000 subscribers. And then I kept promoting or adding new videos to those promotions, and the subscribers count was growing very fast. And the 6,000 after the 5,000 came almost in a week. And right now, as we speak, I'm getting closer to 7,000. However, I don't know whether those valid um, um, so they are real people. However, normally, and I welcome you all again, all the new subscribers, thank you so much for discovering my channel out of billions and billions of views, out of millions of channels that you give your attention and time to this channel. But normally when a person discovers the channel, they start binge watching the content, and that binge watching I am not observing, and that's why kind of I still in in the middle of such a dilemma, whether it's good healthy growth or it's just numeric growth, that it looks good in terms of numbers, but the watch hour, they don't grow. It's like, Jay, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about, because you've reached already 1,000,000 views and you go into 2 million views. I barely made it to 250,000 views. And I know those of you who are just watching me, you don't care about all those numbers. As long as I post something about Don Pepas and myself, and I'm so happy that you are in my life, and I know you all by names, and it's so wonderful when you post your comments. And thank you for being here and for supporting me. So that's why I'm still toying with the idea that maybe the new channel is the way to go, meanwhile keeping this for Don Pepas's joy and pride to continue be a teacher of the Russian language. You probably have noticed that yesterday I posted two other cats, and Don Pepas was very jealous about those two other cats. If we go back a couple of years back, around this time, Don Pepas and I, we had a guest, Simon. And Simon was a cat of my friends, and they were bringing him while they were traveling. And Simon and Don Pepas, they didn't have such a good time, but they were tolerating each other. And Simon was 17, and then of course he went to on the rainbow and crossed that path, and Simon is no longer with us. But friends of mine, they really do love cats, and they found this adorable couple. They're brothers from the same litter. Their names is Sasha. Sasha is Siamese one, and the blue one is, in Russian, is Dymok, like a smoke. And of course, in English, it's Smoky, Sasha and Smoky. And they're two brothers. They are 2 years old, I believe, and they're such big cats. They 15 pounds each. And Don Pepas is barely 9. I believe he is 8.5, and between 8.5 and 9. And I didn't think that it would be a good idea for them to come to my house. So we agreed with my friends that I will be visiting them every day in that house, in their house. And when I posted this question, two cats better than one, it's first time where I was observing the behavior of young, healthy cats on their own, without parents, without humans, that they actually, the first 24 hours, they don't even care that the humans were not around. I mean, you came, that's so wonderful, you came, we like you because you are our aunt, and we like you, and it's you're going to feed us, so great, or you're going to clean our litter box, wow, it's even better, you're going to play with us, so cool, but we are fine. And the second day, they're kind of, okay, it's nice that you are here. And only on the third day, they were sitting by the door waiting for me to come. And that what gave me food for thought. I heard that before, that when you have more than one cat is really very, very easy for him or her to get into the depression mode if you are leaving a cat for a long, well, without humans and only visitations. That's why I was finding someone to sit with Don Pepas and live all this time with him. But time changes, and people lives are changing, and lately I am not able to find anyone to watch Don Pepas, and that's why I am kind of staying home just because of him. I don't know where to get them. And of course, this friend saying, you can always bring Don Pepas to us. And I said, well, two brothers, huge cats on their own territory, they're going to kill him just for fun because he's old and frail, and and they're big and it's their territory. But I am enjoying those two cats so much. I never ever, well, I shouldn't say never ever. It occurred to me that maybe two cats would be good. And I even went to the shelter once to adopt another cat when Don Pepas was about 4 or 5. It didn't work out. And then when I was traveling to Paris, I also met a homeless cat that I wanted to bring with me. And then again, the logistics of traveling with the cat, even it was non-stop Paris San Francisco flight, and all the paperwork was ready because again the guys, the owners of the hotel, they loved cats, and they said, we have all the papers and the vet can come over right now and sign anything you need. You just take this baby. It was a girl cat, with you. And no matter how much I loved that French cat, I would have had one Costa Rican and another one French. But just difficulties of traveling with a cat have a world again. And then I thought that Don Pepas is without me for already 3 weeks, and then mom comes home and brings somebody else. I thought it wouldn't be fair to Don Pepas. And that's how the second cat never happened in our lives. And so where was I going with this thought? Having two cats, now I see the benefits. But again, if you decide to adopt two cats, it's better to have them all at once than rather than, in my opinion. I know that I have my friend Tanya who is on the East Coast, and she just replied, two cats, we have 10 cats. And I understand there is no limit to perfection. And if you start rescuing cats or helping cats or hosting the older cats and stuff like that, and when you have opportunities and desire to do that, of course, by all means. Where I'm coming from, that I think that eventually I will need to move. And traveling with cats, again, Don Pepas, he's 15. To travel with him somewhere else, I don't know. And when I will be moving, I don't know. Will I be moving? I don't know. But I definitely postponed few trips because of Don Pepas. He I couldn't find anyone to sit with him. And well, now since I don't feel good and I cannot fly, so it's kind of works okay because mom is home and Don Pepas is here. And actually, I took 2 weeks vacation because our students are away, and I'm going to be these 2 weeks together with Don Pepas. Maybe I'll dedicate a little bit more time to YouTube and to my other channel. It's time to speak English. So I started posting some videos there. And I will think about starting the new channel. So the new channel, what should it be about? Or how I envision it? And I know I shared this vision with you 1,000 times. Who do I have here? So get two cats at once is better. Yes, Linda, that's what I'm saying. It's either same litter or same age, and that's the best because bringing a new cat into the established household or established kingdom of one cat, you infringe on cat's rights right away. And that cat, it's difficult to explain to him that, hey, baby, you have to share your space, you have to share your room because your mom is so nice and we're going to make life of another cat much better, almost like yours. it doesn't work with cat. The cat changes his attitude, saying that, you know, you don't love me anymore, or you brought somewhere else, and it's forever change. And that's why, yes, and that's what I'm saying, that Don Pepas is 15 right now, and I commented under the comment for other people saying no more cats and after Don Pepas. You know that Don Pepas happened very accidentally in my life, and right now I probably, if it's not for Don Pepas, I probably would have moved somewhere else. Maybe I wouldn't even come back to work since I retired 2.5 years ago. But I am where I am, and right now, as I said, Don Pepas, I promised you a wonderful life, and that's my duty and my responsibility to give you this life, continue giving you this life until death us part. And this is literally, so it doesn't mean that I'm waiting for him to die. No, no way, because he brings me joy every single day, and no matter how much he doesn't let me sleep, no matter how much he is yelling and screaming in the middle of the night, still he is just such a joy. And who do I have here? I still have Linda. Linda is here. I have another person who is invisible. Um, and yeah, almost 7,000 subscribers. And last I was checking, it was 890. Yeah, it's 6,875. And so, and again, it would have been so much better if those subscribers welcome new people who are here, they would start watching my content. Because when I actually promoted some language content, like for example, when I'm introducing the adjective, the little one and the big one, those adjectives with the Christmas tree, and that is actually got lots of views. Even my previous stream also I promoted, and it got a lot of views, like a lot. 3,000 views for me, for my channel is good. So my Soviet life keeps attracting some views. It's already 18,000 views. It's a lot for me. And my shorts, if I promote my shorts, I got already 8,000 views on the shorts, and shorts do bring most of the subscribers. So that's what it is. It is what it is. And again, that would be of course such shame to abandon the channel, because it's kind of growing and I like it. However, so what else? I see this tendency in YouTube right now, that the people after 40s, in their 50s and 60s, they start channels. And the channels are just about their lives, unscripted. And even before, YouTube was saying, oh, you go for professional looks, you go for scripts, you go for hooks, you go and just make sure that you capture attention in the first 3 seconds. And then if you don't do that, you lose your audience, etc., etc. Right now, more and more channels that are kind of getting out of invisibility, those unscripted channels and people sharing their lives, and men and women. Men are sharing their perspective of growing older in solitude. Women do the same. It's like or some of them. So just sharing their lives. And once YouTube gave me a lady who was saying, oh, when women become invisible, when when does it happen, when women become invisible to society, like at 40, at 45, at 60. And it's interesting that I also noticed that myself, because I I was traveling quite frequently, and I always had someone helping me to carry a bag or starting conversation or something like that. Or it was lots of fun traveling. And one year I go around the globe technically by myself, and And yeah, well, I all of a sudden I became really invisible. But you know what? It's kind of and that woman was saying that society was looking at women from the consumer point of view, like you are marketable while you are young and beautiful and attractive, and even in the corporate world you also attract better salaries, better positions, and then when you're just growing older, um, you lose the societal need in you as well. But yes, probably that's to some extent true, but don't we all grow kind of isolated due to our mass media, due to our iPhones and the phones and social media and everything? Because if you go to the airport, you fly and everyone is in the phone. Everyone literally on the social media, on the phone, ignoring all these people around you. So you technically have a thousand people and thousand going through the airport. They don't even notice other people because they all, starting from the youngest one, getting to the oldest one, they're all on their phones. They're all on their social media. And that's we are getting more atomized and we are just getting more yeah, we're growing our lives in solitude, even those who are in their families with the families. And I don't know. And that brings me to another topic that I wanted to cover during this stream. I have five people, and I have Sherry and okay, Sherry and hello, Sherry and Lily. Welcome to the stream. I'm kind of talking about everything, but I really wanted to talk about it. And I've been living by myself most of my life. And never ever I regretted that because I am not bored with myself. I always know what to do. I always have things to do. It's not even that I need to go out and socialize. Before that, I really like to go out and on my own. I still can go out on my own, and I love to travel by myself and everything. So, however, some people are dreading solitude. Some people saying, "Oh my God, are you going? Who are you going to celebrate these holidays?" And for it's been already for many years. I stay on my own. My friends used to invite me to Thanksgiving and Christmas is a holiday, kind of family holiday. And though I like the spirit, don't get me wrong, I like to be part of this festivity. But if I don't have anyone to go to, I'm fine with that too. And in Russia, how do they celebrate? The main holiday to celebrate besides birthday is the New Year's night. And you definitely have to be with someone. It's not restaurant. It's not somewhere on the public place. Well, if you're in Moscow, you come to the Red Square, you um, raise some glass of champagne and do that. But then you still go home because at home at noon, everyone is at home at noon. I mean, at midnight, everyone is there because you have to eat that salad. You have to raise your flute of champagne and say Happy New Year, and you have to be in the family circle. And that's how and it's I remember when I was in Russia, we started getting ready to celebrate New Year. Like, where are you going to celebrate it? Who are you going to do it with? What are you going to wear? And now some people at my place at work who are younger and everything, they do have some companies, they go to someone's home and do that. And again, I don't feel like life goes by without me, because when you're younger, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to be by myself. Oh, the life is somewhere there and I'm here. And how come, what's going on? And now, again, for many years, I do it at home with Don Pepas. And I don't feel like I miss something. I don't feel like I miss anything. And besides, the older you get, the harder it is to get out. It's so dark and cold, and you have to drive somewhere, and you have, even if you go to a party, let's say downtown the city first night, you have to find parking, you have to walk, you have to do something. I'm lazy for that. I don't know. It's so much more comfortable to be with Don Pepas. And if I'm in the mood, I'll cook something, and I'll have some apple cider martinelli sparkling juice, and I'm okay. And besides, friends from Russia who are having their New Year's 12 hours ahead of us, they will call me, and I will be part of their table, their festive events in there. So that's how actually goes. I think that what really bothers me lately, I mean, if that channel again, so the older people, they start in channels and they're becoming more and more successful because, well, lots of the channels, like how to collect social security, when do you have to start collecting, should you start doing this early or later, should you wait until the full amount, I mean your full age of 70, or should, and that's wonderful too, but that is saturated. But then the people just literally sitting down and they're talking unscripted, they're talking with you, and they are just who they are. And if they're interesting people enough, they will find their 50,000 subscribers who think alike, and they will have a safe haven in this channel, and they will always gather together. What for me lately, um I if as long as I don't think, I'm fine. But if I start thinking, like, where is my home, literally? When I moved here, I was young, and if I were to marry and have kids, that would have been one life. It's like the friend who I babysit her cats. They have two kids. They have a husband is an American. They have wonderful family life, and the kids are growing here, and they are part of all this society. And that's that side. I just happen to be by myself, and I do have my American friends, I do have my colleagues, I do have some other social circles where I go. But again, less and less I go out, less and less I socialize with those people, and more I'm thinking, and I'm writing, and I'm just recording videos of my thoughts and everything. And what actually, I think I already shared this with you once, but technically, I I go through two stages in my life right now. First of all, my disease that made me look different. And I have hard time accepting myself the way I look. Hopefully, maybe it will give me some points of getting back to normal. But right now, I used to really have hard time accepting myself and looking in the mirror. And somebody told me that, through this disease, you have to love yourself, you have to love your body, you have to just give some support to your body, saying that you've been supporting me for such a long time, and now since you're going through such transformation, I'm going to support you. So the brain is going to support you, and that's why I'm kind of, yes, I am who I am, and I don't look this is one thing. The other thing is also, as a woman, accepting aging is kind of difficult, because yes, you were young, then you grew mature, and now you're literally slipping into those years of older age. And it's also kind of interesting how you accept that, how you receive that mentally, how you accept that within yourself. And this is already two sides of the personality. One is that I grew larger, the second one that I grew older, and the third one that bothered me a lot, that technically I'm in between countries. And with all the stuff that's going on around, and now is to lesser extent that it was before when the event started, but still, I'm an American citizen. But as we know, the moment I open my mouth, everyone is asking like, "Where are you from?" And then depending, you saying that you are Russian. But again, I am not that Russian that Russia is over there, Russian Federation. I am that Soviet Russian, you see, and the Soviet Union no longer exists. And where do I go? Where do I go? I just simply don't belong. I don't feel. See, people, I think they call it the imposter syndrome, but I am not an imposter because I am quite comfortable who I am. It's just that I am out of the context of the reality. I don't know. I I told you, even my functional doctor saying that, what is your main grief? And my main grief is that I cannot find a real room where I belong, because I belong, I don't know, I cannot find the common grounds where to plant myself. And that's why I'm saying maybe I should move. Okay, where would I move? Where I Maybe I should stay, but it's so expensive to stay here. And that's, see, I don't have the anchor that would hold me somewhere else firmly and tight, and that I would say, okay, I'm here and I can afford to be here, and I can be here because I like it, because, or you, if I would prefer just to lock myself in and don't go out, and just have my YouTube and communicate in this way. So I don't know, and that's why I don't want to live in the past, and I don't know what's going on, where we're going to, because with all the craziness again that's surrounding us, maybe it's not me, just me. Maybe some people also have this difficult time to solve and to identify the belongings. And that's when the family comes in handy. And who do I have here? And hi, Sherry. Okay, hello, Lilian. I wonder, okay, Sherry saying, if you celebrate the Russian Christmas on the 7th or both. Yes, and thank you for that question. And the Russian Orthodox Church, they do celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. But since you're in the United States, I'm in the United States, the 25th also is kind of, it's the holiday. And so I have the 25th is the holiday, then the 1st, the New Year's, is the holiday, and the 7th is the holiday. So technically we do work, but I acknowledge to my students that it's the Christmas. And I was brought up not in religious traditions, and while I was brought up, we never celebrated Russian Orthodox Christmas. The New Year's was the holiday, the main holiday. And that's why when it's not engraved that much into your brain, so, and in Russia, in modern Russia, they have a day off, but still majority of the society, I wouldn't say they're agnostics, but they are, um, well, because it's a day off, they're going to have it. But it's not like the religious, because you have to fast, you have to have that 7, I mean, yeah, 7 weeks fast. and if you're real Christian Orthodox, and then fasting, it's a big deal. When I was a church goer here in the United States already, I we have wonderful community here, and before Easter you have this special. I mean, you have 40 days, 47 days of the very firm fast. You have to abstain from dairy, meat, eggs. It's like vegan technically, and that's what it is also before Christmas. But who in Russia going to obey, strictly obey that type of fast, because the New Year celebration comes right before the Christmas, and that's why I don't think you find any Russian who actually obeys that fast. And they do go to church. Like, okay, you go to church on Christmas and Easter. Of course, on Easter, every church in Russia is overcrowded. And here, our congregation is also have a huge service, all night service in during Easter. But I don't think that it's kind of. But I speak for myself. I yes, I do have three Christmas. I mean, three holidays in the winter: the 25th, the January 1st, and the 7th. And what else? Sherry is saying. And Monterey is beautiful. Of course, Monterey is very beautiful city, and the weather-wise, it's really is the best weather I think in the world. It's not hot, not warm. It's really not cold. It's all year round. It's same thing. You look outside the window. December, it's one weather. Then in July, it's the same weather. Just the days grow longer or shorter, and the weather is a little bit different, but still all year round it's such a wonderful and comfortable weather. But it's very expensive. It's really getting more and more expensive, and it's challenging to survive in this day and age. Like, for example, if I sell my place, this one, take all the money and go to Lilian, Alabama, I can buy house right away, cash, and own it free and clear, and then get my social security in a year. I'm going to start withholding it at 62, the earliest I can, and plus my little bit of federal, and I think I'll be just fine with that amount of money. And that's the plan. And then I will need to drive across the country with Don Pepas in my car. And I don't know whether I'm up to having this cross country trip in the car on my own. But we'll see. I mean, again, the last 2 weeks, my health decided to betray me one more time. And my autoimmune condition kicked in, and I was just totally not able to move. That's why when I posted the post on my board saying that if all goes well, I'll have this stream. But yeah, it comes to the point when I can't move. I can, and still I go to work, and I we had this beautiful performance for the entire school, and my class performed, and we were rehearsing, preparing costumes on top of the academics, because the end of the semester you have to have all the exams and everything. So, and this is the work, and then I'm going to take care of Sasha and his beautiful brother Smokey, and kind of took its toll on me. And I'm so happy that now I have 2 weeks being away from work. Well, I'll see. I hope that I will recharge, and I'll go back to work on the 5th of January as a new person with everything is good. And who do I have? Lilian. Lilian, okay. Would it help to join the Orthodox Church and have people you? I I know everyone. Cherry, thank you so much for all your questions. Yes, I am part of that Orthodox congregation here in Monterey area. So yes, I did go to church. And so yes, I do know the family of our priest and his wife and their children, and it's a wonderful community. And what else? What was I saying? I have 7 people, 7 likes. That's good. I don't, and I have 2 people in the comments. What else? Don Pepas is sleeping, and the sun started shining. It's so cool, and it's 12:47. The reason that I had this stream that early today because after I'm done here, I am going to see Sasha and Smokey and spend quality time with them about an hour and a half, maybe about a couple of hours, because they really now they miss because it's been already a week they are on their own, and they appreciate the humans being around, and that's what it is. And Karen is here. Karen Fitzpatrick, wishing you and Don Pepas blessings and a happy, healthy new year. We also wish you, or everyone who is watching, happy holidays, happy and healthy new year. And I don't know with my grim outcome on the international relations. I think we are going somewhere. I don't know where. And I'm not saying anymore because last time when we had a stream and I placed a few complaints, I complained about a few things that um, this social entity deemed it unacceptable. And when I wanted to promote that stream because I thought that it was quite good and it would attract more people and more people would learn about myself a little bit more, this platform said, we're not approving you for promotion in this stream. I was really very surprised. And that's another concern, and that I'm not going to voice out right now. Um, so, what am I going to? I also wanted to cook today, but then I didn't feel like doing it because cooking, cooking, it's exhausting. But I bought a new Le Creuset, another pot that's very, very cute. And I have meat. I'm going to do very easy stew later today. I'm going to steam this beef and then put some organic potatoes, carrots, and onions, and nothing else, and just some spices. And in that new type of the Le Creuset, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on, it's because it's beautiful and it's new concept for this Le Creuset. And they are not paying me. Look at this. So it's 4 quarts. So it's beautiful, and it has domed lid. And when it starts simmering under that lid, all the moisture is saved there, and it goes down there, it rotates. It steams and simmers at the same time. And I already tried it a few times. And I think that this is my favorite pot at this time. First of all, it's smaller than the other one that I have. And it's just right. Remember, like Goldilocks when she was jumping, or the Little Red Hood, uh, when they jumped in the bear's beds, and this is just right. The big one is big, but this one is just right. And yeah, so I'll cook some, since I didn't want to cook on the show because it still would require some setup and everything. And then I'll do some salad. So it's going to last me for a week. And then I'll go when I visit Sasha and Smokey. And they live very close to by the ocean. And maybe I'll take a little walk there. And it's 2 weeks of vacation. I will dedicate it to my YouTube. You can ask me any questions. You, by the way, the channel now, they have the community spot over there. You don't have to wait for me to post something. You can go and initiate your own post and post and see, hey, whatever we want to know, and I will answer. Of course, you can also write under the stream whatever you want, but if you feel like something not related to the video or to the stream or anything, you can always initiate your own post. And I think it's wonderful for YouTube to do that. And now I watch the background of my video and I see my boots out there that never made it upstairs to the closet. And now you see my beautiful winter boots, though the weather is so warm that you can't even wear boots anymore. Yeah, because even at night maybe it stays like 40, 39, 37 was the lowest, and then the sun comes out and it's warm again. So what else we have? Sounds delicious. How about video on it? Maybe I will video it. Yes, that's a good idea. And because it's easier for me just to video it than to do the live on it. And it is good. You know, it's kind of easy stew because I buy organic fresh potatoes and I don't even peel it. I just cut it in 4 pieces, and then I do rounds of again organic carrots, and onion I do cut half rings, and that's it. And the meat is so delicious, organic meat, and this a little bit of water, so it just covers everything. So if you want to have it soupy, have a little bit more broth, you can add more water. If you don't want a lot of broth, then just do less. And it's really very, very delicious and very hearty, and it's very good on a winter cold night if you want to have that. So but okay, so do we have yeah, yes, the pot is very pretty. I love it. I love it. Like Rosette, I thought that I was done with collecting all these other pots and everything, because like, okay, I'm downsizing. Eventually I'll go somewhere. Eventually I will have to unclutter everything. You know, my latest thing is last time when I decided to move to Costa Rica, it was about 5 or 6 years ago. Um, and the realtor came already saying, we are going to list your house, everything is good. And she looked around and said, well, in a week, I want everything gone. And I don't care what, I'm going to stage your house the way I want. So in a week, you have a week. Just get rid of everything. So, and I was like, I have a week of my beloved things. I have my piano, and I started posting the video. I mean, the post on the Craigslist, like selling my piano. And then I was waking up one night, I mean, one morning in my bed, and I had new bedding. And all of a sudden, Don Pepas is next to me, and this beautiful bedding. And I'm like, oh my God. And I am going to move somewhere where for uh, um, some period of time, I'm technically going to be homeless. I'll live in some apartment rented, and I live somewhere where well, I mean, it would be drastic change. And I, at my age, like 54, 5, yeah, I wasn't even at the retirement age yet, even for the DLI. And I just decided I can't take it anymore. I quit. And and it dawned on me that I am myself inflicting homelessness, not only on myself, but on Don Pepas as well. And I said, no, I'm calling that realtor saying, you know what? I'm canceling everything. I'm not moving. I am just not putting everything for sale. I'm staying. And of course, realtors don't like to hear that. And she said, well, I already have everything arranged. What do you have arranged? Like, You didn't list it on MLS. You didn't do anything. So let's cancel it, and I apologize. Okay, that was 5 or 6 years ago. Now, since I'm toying with this Lilian, Alabama, and I found a wonderful house that's been sitting on the market already at 310, and it's been sitting already for 45 days. So I believe that they're willing, open for negotiation. And now I'm thinking that what if I call the same realtor, I like her, and I'll tell her, hey, here's the keys from my apartment, from my house. It's yours. Just give me that much money, how much I want. I'm going to write you a check for to do whatever you want. You can sell, you can throw away everything. I'm just taking my cat and my other belongings like my jewelry and stuff, and I'm just walking away, packing everything up in my car and moving across the country. So because I don't want to pack everything, I don't want to deal with the sale of the belongings. It's just an enormous task, and to do everything by yourself, that's another minus living by yourself. Traveling across the country, it really kind of it's a task, and then selling and packing, I mean, it's a lot. And I'm thinking that maybe this time, maybe it's possible just to give the keys, do whatever you want, take the money and drive across the country. That's my other thought. But you never know what I'm going to do next, because I really haven't decided. And you see, again, when you leave the when you try to do something and you're not sure what you're trying, what you want to do, until you decide, until you make up your mind, until you make a decision, and then everything becomes easy. And that's why right now I'm not thinking about anything. One day at a time, I go to work, so 2 weeks vacation, then I go back to work. I have a new class, they have to graduate, and if my health would allow me to continue at least one more year until I can start withdrawing my social security at the beginning of the year 2027, then we'll see. But meanwhile, that's the plan for the next year, and maybe I will be doing new channel unscripted, Lilian unscripted, that I'm going to call it. See, remember I used to say maybe it's going to be conversations with Lilian, and now Lilian unscripted. This is a new idea. So you see, I'm kind of walking around thinking what I want to do. I definitely want to monetize my creativity, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I cannot do this. And whatever I do, YouTube is just um, doesn't pay me much, and I still have to go to work and get paid. And we've got this executive order by the president saying that all federal employees will be entitled for 1% raise next year. Okay, what else do I have here? Sounds delicious, pretty pot. And the storms in Alabama. Okay, so that's what I those people who are local. The storms in Alabama are awful. Have friends that move there but don't like the weather. You see, yeah. And this is Lilian, Alabama is literally on the border between Florida and Alabama. It's close to the bridge through the Perdido Bay, and it's close to Pensacola. If you would fly there, you technically fly to Pensacola, Florida, and then, and I understand that, because again, the climate, I haven't lived in that climate for quite some time, because I'm so spoiled. We are living here in California, in Central Coast, California. Literally, you barely have days in a year when you are sweating, because it's so comfortable. You're never cold, you're never warm. It's a regular, nice temperature year around. Your health is good because it's not hot. Your blood pressure is not rising due to weather and everything. And and the storms and hurricanes in that coast, and the warm weather and everything really concerns me. However, when I was cooking my Thanksgiving dinner, we had earthquake. Actually, we had two jolts, and I believe I told you. And those jolts were, one was 4.5, and it was very, very, you could feel it. And another one was 4.2. 4.5, the floor went onto me. I almost fell in the kitchen. It's 4.5. And thank God they were very short, because it was just right. They settled right away. And then 10 minutes later, it was 4.2. And then we had lots of aftershocks. So I guess that whatever the creator has in store for you, you won't escape it. Again, Russian saying is, if you're destined to be hung, you won't drown. So if you have that someone who is going to execute you with hanging, then you won't drown. So anyway, I mean, as for me, I I need to just come to senses where I want to be, because my nephew who lives in Russia, he says, I'm the only family that you got left, and you have another nephew. And why are you living all by yourself there? You really need to come to Russia. And I'm telling him, listen, Russia, it's nice, but it's a different country. I don't know that Russia. Definitely, I speak language. I do know what is going on there, but it's a different country, and I don't know whether it's better going to be for me to. I stopped this romanticizing the Central America, where I was really thinking going to Central America. I think I don't want to go there anymore. The United States, staying here, but again, I mean, listen to my nephew. He is actually right. If you have some family around, maybe it's better to go to where your family is, or just to write a will and then go to convalescent house when the time comes. So I don't know what to do, and right now I am where I am, one day at a time. And I thank you so much for being with me, listening to all this unscripted chat and being with me. So yeah, Lilian, unscripted sounds good. Thank you, Linda. Moving is stressful. It's very stressful, and that decision, actually, 5 years ago, when I wanted to go to Costa Rica, actually, it gave me huge stress. And I think all those stresses that I accumulated throughout the life, now they gave me my Hashimoto's, now they gave me my grays, and now my body is struggling on on the cells level, and says, hey, here I am, I'm finally broken, because that's what you did to me. You didn't know how to handle stress properly. And Jennifer Russell is here. I'm glad you made it, because you know what? I wanted to say happy belated birthday to you. You see, I almost started saying goodbye, but you are here. Wow. Thank you for making here. So I hope that you had a wonderful birthday party and you got your gift. You know what gift I'm referring to. And so happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jennifer. And so, where was I? It's 1:05 here in California. It's time for me to go and take care of Sasha and Smokey, those beautiful cats. And they're so wonderful. They're so social. They hi in you. They greeting you. My main thing was about two cats. Like, how would I share my affection toward two cats? Because if you have one cat, you definitely love one cat. What about two? And my students, I remember when I was just going to that shelter, they said, well, hey, first of all, you have two arms. You can easily hold two cats at the same time. And you have two hands to pet them at the same time. You can do this, two cats. It's no problem. And visiting these two cats. I see the point. But again, in order for myself to be free, I don't want any cats anymore. And Don Pepas showed up in my life. We all know how. I saved it boy, and he is sleeping over there. And yes, my son came home today, Jennifer. What a wonderful present. And I'm sure that you almost didn't recognize your mature son, how he grew, because once they put on the uniform, they grow, and then they, after you spend after they spend the year where they are in training and doing new jobs and having new responsibility on their shoulders, they're different children, they're different mature adults who have matter of our national security on their shoulders. The job where I work, you all know where I work. I work at the Defense Language Institute, and every year I have graduation. My students graduate, and their parents come to the graduation. And when they see their babies, especially girls who they were 18 and they went and joined and they're serving in different branches, and parents, you should look the impression on their faces. They can't believe that their baby girl is that grown up, it's that serious, and it's totally, and I'm saying this, look at your baby, look at your girl, look at your son, the son that you knew a year ago and the son or girl that this time today, they're two different people because they have different knowledge, they have different responsibility. And I hope that, Jennifer, you can see it in your son. Of course he is your baby, he's still your baby, but he is a different baby, and you sure should be very proud of him, and thank him for his service, please. And yes, you see, and Louis is confused. I remember you were posting, like, I wonder if Louis is going to recognize him. And Louis is that beautiful black cat. So, and Louis is confused. You see, yeah, that the cats know. You can never fool a cat. So, yes, you're very proud of him, and I'm very proud of you being proud for your baby, because that's what they are. And on this cheerful note, again, I thank you all for being with me. And Don Pepas, here. Don Pepas, actually, he slept through very peacefully. He never moved our Christmas trees out. The Peppa, Pep, Peppa, Peppa, Peppa. So the veterinarian who comes to our house says he's deaf. I don't believe that he is deaf, but definitely he doesn't react on me calling him Pipus, Peppa, Peppa. Are you deaf? No, I refuse to think that he is deaf. He is just sound asleep. And so I'm wishing you all Merry Christmas. It's a wonderful season. It's a wonderful season to have families reunited, to have all these wonderful meals and everything. And let Sana bring whatever you want. The best wishes come true. And I'll see you very, very soon. And Don Pepas also will see you. Bye, everyone.